happening at the same time. Wonderful whiskers. Happy summer, everyone. It's also a very delicious. Imagine my disappointment. They always push their problems on us. Dead roaches and roach poo. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is me. It is the summer festival. Also, the first day of summer happened on the 21st of June. So happy summer to all of you guys. Now, I didn't get to upload a video yesterday because I had some technical issues, if you guys read that on the community post. But the New Moon Day event is happening at the same time as the summer festival. And as we know, the New Moon Day buff makes it so that Pokemon don't get full as quickly, which is great on this event because if you encounter, let's say, a Farfetch'd that might be new and at 16 pips, you have higher chances at catching it, which is great. Also, I have a pimple here. There's a pimple patch on it, but it was a very aggressive pimple for the past week. It hurts. I could feel the heartbeat, but it's a lot better today. And oh, there's also another buff that I forgot about for the New Moon Day event. It's also that you may even meet shiny Pokemon. So how cool would it be to encounter a shiny Pokemon? Darkrai also has a special appearance rate, so there's that as well, but because the New Moon Day event is happening right now, the buffs won't apply until I take the sleep session for today. So for the sleep report that I'm doing right now, it's not going to apply, which kind of sucks because I put my Farfetch'd incense on, so yeah, there is that. But first things first, let's feed everyone before I do my sleep report because it's almost going to turn 12, so I don't know how long the sleep report's going to take, and I don't want to risk my chances of missing breakfast during this event. So yesterday I had some technical issues. I didn't even know I was having it until later on when I was doing editing for the video, but it turned out that something happened with my settings. And the thing is, I didn't even touch my settings or anything, but for my recording software, something happened with the game volume, so it was like at 100%. So the game special effects sounds were like way higher than my talking voice. So there's some moments where I'm like picking up ingredients and berries from Pokemon, and you hear them and they're just like rawr, screaming in the mic, you know? So I was like, yeah, this is not a pleasant experience. Although I had so much yapping done in that video, and yeah, it just sucks, but I wasn't able to use it, and it killed me to miss out on the first day of the event. And also because Mondays is usually when I post as well. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And going back into our roots, because when I first started filming, I was always in my PJs because, I mean, how fitting, right? Pokemon Sleep. So this says, wonderful whiskers, perfect paws. How cute. And look at the cat on the far right. That is me when I'm waking up in the morning because girl just hates waking up in the morning. But I decided I was like kind of lazy to figure out what I want to wear in the AM for recording. So I was like, why not wear my PJs? We are wearing it. If you're curious where I got it from, it's from Uniqlo, and I bought the largest size because I wanted that comfy oversized look when I'm at home. So let's do our sleep report. So this is sleep session 701 for Monday the 23rd, and let's see, we got 12 hours of sleep on our Snorlax. You know what? Sunday night, I don't know what happened, but I wasn't tracking sleep. I thought I did because I vividly remember walking to my bed and turning it on, right? So imagine my surprise when I wake up in the morning and see that there was no sleep data found. I was so confused and also very sad because Sunday is when your drowsy power is at the highest because your Snorlax strength is the highest. So I missed out on research EXP and a hefty amount of dream shards. But let's see. There's the Farfetch'd. Not shiny though. And on this side, we got nothing new that I want. The crazy birds that look like ostriches that I don't really care for. But let's pick up that Farfetch'd. Let's see. I'm just going to throw a bonus biscuit at it. I think throughout the week, I'm just going to chip it down by throwing bonus biscuits. And if we catch one, then great. But I don't think I'll make it a priority. Actually, I don't even know what the stats or anything look like for it. Oh look, it's wagging its little tail. It said Farfetch'd can't live without the plant stalk it holds. It never lets go of its stalk, even while sleeping, defenseless on its back. So it's a comfort item, like how some people have like comfort water bottles. I have a comfort blanket that I love holding. There's one edge that I like to touch with my fingers, and that's like my comfort thing. So quite the hefty amount of bars on this little bad boy, and it's just 3. So I didn't get lucky with any big hits or anything like that. And that is pretty much it for this session. The real objective for me, as you see, I am on Green Grass Isle. I forgot to point that out, but I'm on Green Grass Isle for this event because there aren't really any flying, water, or bug type Pokemon that I need right now in my roster of Pokemon that I use. So there's one. On top of that, it's not too much of my priority to catch a Farfetch'd, so I don't need to go somewhere with a small spawn pool in order to up my chances of that. So I decided my objective for this week is to try to get Master 20 on Green Grass Isle. The thing is, I completely forgot that it was a dedicated curry week. There's also a new curry dish, by the way. I haven't made it yet, but it's a dedicated curry week, and I was just so preoccupied with other things last week that I forgot to prepare ingredients for this week. So I had a dessert week last week. It proved to be quite difficult for me, I'm not gonna lie. And the dish that I make from dessert week are just like so low strength. So definitely lower numbers than I'm used to, but I should have just taken that opportunity to farm ingredients for my curry dishes so that I have more space in my team to bring out my pot expanders. That way I could make bigger dishes and then really secure my spot at Master 20 on Green Grass. Now the thing is, I didn't really plan for Master 20 when I was at Taupe Hollow, but I was able to get it, also with luck. I really needed 2 crits on Sunday. But Green Grass Isle, it is the easiest map, or easier than the others, right? So I'm thinking that my chances of getting M20 are pretty high. And I also made a mistake in my previous video where I mentioned that with Taupe Hollow, if I go there again, I get that 1% area bonus added to here, capping it at 75, and then the other 4 will go to the other islands. A lovely viewer corrected me on that. That is actually not the case. So what happens is if I do go back to Taupe Hollow, I get that 1%, the remaining 4% of the 5 is lost forever. It doesn't get distributed. But let's say if I go to a map, like for example Green Grass Isle, that is already capped at the max. It is area bonus 75, which is a max that you can get right now. So once this week ends, I'm not going to gain any more area bonus. So the area bonus, the 5%, gets distributed to the other islands, going up an increment of Green Grass Isle all the way to Old Gold Power Plant. So what happens is Cyan Beach is already maxed, so it's going to skip that. It's going to give 1 to Taupe Hollow, and then I believe it gives the rest to Snowdrop Tundra. I may be wrong, but I think that's how it like rolls over. So yep, for those of you that didn't know, now you know. There's also the Candy-Cram-o-Matic, not to be mistaken with the Mini Candy Boost. The Candy-Cram-o-Matic is an actual object on the map, whereas the Mini Candy Boost is just a toggle on and off function when you are leveling up your Pokemon. But both mechanics require Dream Shards. The first time you do this, it's going to be 1,000. So let's do it together. Let's pump some Ekans candy, because I don't think I'll really be using much Ekans candy, to be honest. And sometimes there's a big hit, sometimes there's not. The candy you get is random though, but the more of the same type you put in, the higher chances you get to get the typing that you're looking for. So for example, if I put only fairy type candy, my chances will increase, but it's still not guaranteed that I'll get a fairy type candy M. You know what I mean? So as you saw, I put only Ekans candy and I got bug type candy, which pretty good. I could put that into my Cortada, my Vikavolt. So if I use it again, it's going to cost me 5k. I'm willing to take that investment. Let's do Krogunk. I still haven't found one, but I'm willing to take away 40 candies from Krogunk to do this. So let's see, am I gonna get an exclamation point? No exclamation point. And we got a grass type candy. So if I were to do this again, this would cost me 15k. I forget how much it costs for the 4th time. You're only able to do it 4 times a day though. And yeah, on rare occasions you get a great success when you use it, and that will happen to give you 2 M-type candies. So the reason I'm gonna stop here is because I do want to save my Dream Shards. There are some Pokemon that I still need to level up, so ideally I want to save my Dream Shards for that. Also, been quite a while since I've pot expanded, but as you can see, I'm at pot space 60. If I wanted to add 3 more space to this pot, it cost me 260k Dream Shards. Now, you might be asking yourself, should I do it? I say only do it if you know that the additional 3 ingredients will help you make a new recipe for those weeks. Otherwise, you're probably better off using that 260k, or in my case 260k dream shards, for leveling up Pokemon. So yeah, there is that. Also, there's a incense mission for this week, so don't forget to use your incenses. I say that because I tend to forget to do that when I have incenses for the mission week as well. Before we move along, I want to show you guys this. So this is my Laneige lip mask. If you remember months ago, I was using when I actually first moved to Singapore, this was around the time that I got it. So it's been about 6 months, and I only use this one at nighttime, but this is a CNP Laboratory, the Propolis Lipserin. And this was so fabulous, but I've used it all now, and it's to the point where it's like even cracking up, because you twist it, kind of like a salt and pepper shaker. You twist it, it dispenses here, super hygienic, love it. And it's like a sweet smell. It tastes quite sweet too, but don't eat your lip balm. And yeah, it was such a luxurious, fabulous thing to put on the lips at the end of the night, just to seal in and lock in that hydration. But I am going on a girls trip, so I plan to restock on this when I'm on my trip, just to take advantage of the 2-for-1 deals that happen to go on there when you shop for like skincare and makeup. But what I've been using as of late is this. So my best friend got me this. Well, she gave it to all of her bridesmaids. It was in the bridal box that she gifted us when she asked us to be her bridesmaid. And I remember using this way back when I was in high school, okay? Actually, let me go into the research community so it's a little bit more fun for you guys to watch. So here is my iced latte. You guys know the drill. Good luck on your summer festival week. I hope you guys reach M20 if that is your goal, or catch any Pokemon, especially for new players, catch any Pokemon that you need. And summer began on the 21st of June. So happy summer, everyone. Here's to the new season. So I drink iced coffees and iced lattes all year round, but there's something about an iced latte that just hits the moment you know it's summer. And one thing I'm really excited about for coming back to Canada in August is Tim Hortons. If you know the Canadian chain Tim Hortons, before it got bought by Burger King and then the food items started sucking. But the ice caps and the ice coffees, so good. I miss it. What a Canadian treat. And then in the summer, sometimes they roll out their Oreo edition for the ice caps, and you could think of it as like a coffee slush basically, and it's just so good. So I'm looking forward to that. I would remember very fond memories, like driving to work, getting an iced coffee, by the way, like on the way. And I would dedicate time to leave a little bit beforehand so I can make sure that I have time to sit through the drive-thru before I get to work. So yeah, going back to this though, the Laneige lip thing. I don't have anything on my lips, but let me show you guys the shine that this beautiful thing gives. It's also a very delicious, it tastes like a Pez, oh not taste, it smells like kind of like a Pez candy, like a chalky candy, but it has that juicy element to it, you know, like a juicy top note, but like a powdery undertone once you like apply it. But okay, before, and it just gives like the most natural looking sheen. So now my lips look plump and hydrated. Plump, glowing, hydration, boost. Is that the thing that Wonyoung says when she was the ambassador? Which I heard Laneige popped off during that time, and then it dropped afterwards, especially with the rebranding they did. But it's crazy. Laneige has come such a long way, because when I was in high school, many moons ago, when I was in high school, you could only really find Laneige online. They weren't in big realtor stores back in the day. So the only way you can get it or knew about it is like if you were watching K-dramas and you see the actresses like use the lip balms or something, because back in the day, the dual tone Laneige lipsticks, lip balms, whatever, they were like huge. They were on the rage, because the trend back then in Korea was a dual toned lip thing where it's like darker, like a gradient. And I know it's still a popular technique to use, but that was like the height of its popularity when it was like the new hot thing that the girlies were doing. So Laneige made its own little dual tone lip thing that you can apply, and you just pat blend it out, and the girls were going insane for it. So I don't think at that time it was available in Sephora yet, like the brand wasn't in Sephora, but after a while, I remember when it first came to Sephora, the brand Laneige, I was like, holy cow, a Korean brand in Sephora. Like that was when K-beauty was really starting to get introduced into the North American market. And how cute is the Drifloon is holding its teddy bear. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love that. The lore behind Drifloon is quite creepy because it can steal children, but I mean, anything hugging a plushie like that is just so adorable. But yeah, I know like Shiseido and stuff, they've been in Sephora for a while, and it is a Japanese brand. But Laneige in specific, or just like K-beauty, was just putting its foot in the market back then. And now you see a lot of Korean brands that you can buy even outside Sephora, probably in your like where you live too, because it's just so accessible now that people are importing it and selling it. But back then you would have to order it online. You don't know if you're gonna get hit with duties and everything. So now it's great being able to access products that I've been, or like brands that I've been into during my youth, and just how much more easier it is to get now and avoid shipping and duties, you know. But speaking about shipping and duties, I need to talk to you guys about an update for my laundry dilemma, okay? So as you guys know, I had a problem with my pajama drawer. There were some items that just had like this smell that I couldn't get off, and it's like a stale scent. And I really appreciate everyone who gave me advice or told me that you've dealt with the same thing before, or, oh, that's a Raikou. I wonder if that's a natural spawn or was it an incense, because having them appear, I think there's like certain strategies during events like this where people like to encounter legendaries as well. But yeah, I had this laundry thing. I'm super grateful for everyone who reached out and commented in the video and told me about like what your moms told you and stuff, or like what you guys do when that happens. So I'm not gonna bring it to the dry cleaner yet because I feel like it can be a little costly just for like PJ shirts. I don't know what the cost of dry cleaning is here, but I wanted to try to find solutions that I can do at home first. So that brought me upon my detergent research, and a certain product called BioClean. There's this back out product, and people use it for like carpets, stains, sofa, laundry, cloth, diapers. If you have pets, it really takes out the scent of urine too for accidents at home. And I was super excited about the product, okay? So I got it along with the Nelly powder detergent and the regular BioClean laundry detergent because I was like, might as well, right? Free shipping. And it was on sale too because there was like a sale going on at iHerb. But imagine my disappointment when I get my package. I'm so excited like a kid on Christmas, okay? And I was rushing because I was supposed to meet up with my boyfriend to go to the gym in the evening. So I'm opening my package. I'm like, oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm gonna run a load while I'm in the gym. So I take out one item. I'm like, okay, Nelly powder detergent, great. I take out the other item. All right, the BioClean laundry detergent that I'm looking to use, great. And I'm looking in the box just to see nothing but air. And I'm like, where is the BioClean backout that I wanted? So I go on my online order. I know for sure it says I ordered 3 things, and it says that 3 things are gonna get shipped in the package because I got the notification for it. So I'm like, 3 minus 2, that's 1. So I'm missing 1 item. Like, what's up with that? So I contact customer support and I'm like, hey, what happened here? Like, I see that your policy states that if an item gets out of stock before shipping, I should have got notified. So why did I get charged full price on the item, but the item didn't get shipped? On top of that, I didn't get notification that it wasn't going to get shipped. So what happened? They didn't really give me an explanation of how that happened on their end, but they did tell me that they're going to give me a refund and then give me a $6 voucher so that I can enjoy the free shipping the next time the item comes back in stock. So that was pretty much it. So I'm like, all right, well, at least I got new detergent. I got to play around with my new detergent. What I can say so far is that the Nelly powder detergent, it's quite fabulous, I must say. The tin is a little bit difficult to open, but at the same time, I kind of appreciate that because if you're holding it from the top, the lid's not going to fall out and you're not going to get like powdered detergent all over your floor and have that go to waste. On top of that, I live in Singapore, so it's pretty humid. If it's airtight packaging, then no moisture is going to get in, and I don't have to like spend time just digging the powdered detergent to come back to powdered form instead of clump form. And the last thing I want to say about the Nelly powder detergent, because I think it is really a gorgeous detergent. One, it's good on your laundry machine if you have a front loader. I also hear the laundry community say that if you have a front loader, using a powder detergent is much better because there's less buildup. So then less buildup in the drum, less buildup in the gaskets, and you won't get mold in your gaskets. So I do notice there's less residue in my gaskets after I use my Nelly powdered detergent, so I'm very happy about that. If you're Canadian and you're near a Winners, I know that Winners sells it. I don't know why I took this long to try it out, but it's really good. It's non-scented, it's good for your washer, and you just need a scoop. And supposedly, because it's so concentrated as powder formula, it is more concentrated, and one tin is 100 washes, so cost effective too. But if you guys have that problem where once you do your laundry and your towels and your clothes out of the drying machine feel a little like dry and rough, it might be because you're using too much detergent. You probably just don't know, but typical commercial laundry detergent tells you to add in way more than you actually need to. Like if you're seeing too much suds in your machine, that can be a bad thing. Especially if it's a front loader, you actually do not want too much suds. So there's that. But the powdered one, I don't know if it's because it's a powder and there's like baking soda in it that makes it like foam action. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But so I washed this shirt, and it just, when I took it out, it felt so plush, so nice. And it's like when you want your t-shirt to just feel nice and soft and like lay nice on your body, that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel dry and crunchy. That's one thing I noticed after using the Nelly powder detergent. So I was really happy. And great for laundry towels too if you don't like the crunchy laundry towel feel. The BioClean laundry detergent that I got, it does have the same bioenzymes as the back out, but the back out is more concentrated, and like it's like the thing you use for odors and stains. Okay, so the BioClean laundry detergent, I got the lavender eucalyptus. I must say I love the scent. When I'm doing laundry, it just feels like a spa in my laundry room, so that's nice, like the aromatherapy and everything of that. And I love the scent of like eucalyptus, so that is a very inviting scent for my nose. However, it doesn't really stay on your clothes after the drying, but I don't mind that because I kind of prefer my clothes to have a neutral scent once it's dried. In terms of removing scent, I feel like it did do a good job at neutralizing odor, but not for my very troubled fabrics that I'm dealing issues with. So maybe after several washes it'll like completely neutralize it, but for the time being I can say I'm pleasantly surprised, and it's probably the most impressive laundry detergent I've used so far when it comes to doing something about the scent compared to the other 3 detergents that I've used to try to get rid of this scent. And I'm not wasting detergent either. I try to use it before I purchase another thing. So the detergents that we have right now, they were like on their last leg, almost finished, so that's why I bought more detergent. But yeah, it's just such a bummer that the back out thing didn't come. It was the item I was most excited for, but I'm still very optimistic because I've read more reviews just to keep my spirits up and keep myself excited. But I read that people put it as a laundry booster, especially people that go to the gym, because I hear it helps neutralize the odor for people's gym clothes as well. So I'm really hoping that this is like the last key item I need in order to fix my laundry. Otherwise, I might have to bring it to the dry cleaner. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just something about bringing your PJs to the dry cleaner that just seems so like wasteful to me. But I mean, we gotta do what we gotta do. But what am I gonna do moving forward? Okay, so I tried to order it again, okay? And it said, okay, your order got processed. You'll get a notification when it gets sent out. So what happens? 2 days pass and I get an email, order canceled. I'm like, order canceled? I didn't cancel my order. Like, what happened? So I try to see what happened. And the only thing the email told me was that my payment was not approved. And I'm like, weird. It's the same card I used for my previous order, but hey, let's just redo it again. I don't mind. There's 2 items left on the website. I see low stock, 2 left. And I'm like, oh my God, time is of the essence. So I placed in my order so quickly, and just as quick as I placed it, I quickly got an email saying order declined. I'm like, what the heck happened? So I tried another card, the same thing happened. So I'm just at my wit's end with this ordering process. I am so disappointed, really. Like, I really don't know what's happening. And at this point, I kind of gave up because if I try ordering now in this time frame, it's going to come while I'm on my trip. And I don't want the package just like sitting outside because I don't know what if cockroaches get on it and start laying eggs, and then I bring it in and then the eggs are like, they get everywhere. Yeah, because right now I'm still dealing with the cockroach problem because I spoke to the condo management dude yesterday, and he was like, you know, the thing I really don't like about these real estate agents is they always push their problems on us. And I'm like, you know what? I hear you and I'm so sorry. But like, what do I do? I'm Canadian. I've never dealt with this before. I don't know what I don't know about this entire process, because what I learned is that once a month in this condo unit, they do something called fogging for the garbage chutes, which is basically pest control for the cockroaches. And what happens is the cockroaches, they go upwards because they're trying to escape. They go upwards and out through people's garbage chutes if they're not sealed. So the manager told me that the condo agent, he didn't do his due diligence, because he should have told us that they do fogging on a certain day every month, and that people here, they know that. So when the fogging does happen, they seal their garbage chutes so that the cockroaches don't get through. And I'm like, that makes so much why every so often it looks like an apocalypse happened in my laundry room, where I just see dead roaches on the floor, dead roaches and roach poo. And imagine having to clean that. It's not fun. So yeah, now I have like some insight as to what to do moving forward. It's just a little stressful due to the time frame of everything, because I am on my girls trip soon, and my boyfriend's also going to be out of the country. So yeah, luckily he gave me the contact to the guy that fogs the condo, so I reached out to him. He got back to me today. He told me that one of his contractors is going to message me, and the contractor is coming tomorrow. So hopefully he comes tomorrow, checks it out, comes in the next day, fogs the place, and then before we leave, we just have to seal the unit. But then coming back, the issue that I have moving forward is that if I want to do anything to the garbage chute, that is actually the landlord's problem, not the condo's problem. That's what I learned, okay? Because I don't know this, I'm new here. I don't know these things. So the actual chute, that's the condo's issue, but the garbage door, that's the landlord's issue. So the manager told me that they didn't do their due diligence. They should have known better, and it shouldn't have happened to us. So now I know that the reason why they're coming through is because it's not properly sealed. So I need to do something about it, either like do DIY to like self-seal it or something, or ask the landlord if they can hire someone to replace the door entirely to get a proper seal, because I can't do it anymore. My boyfriend's washroom is connected to the laundry room where the garbage chute is, and the cockroaches are slowly coming through there, and we are just so stressed. But then the manager also told me, he was like, you know what, even where I live, and I live on a higher floor, I still get roaches, because sometimes they come in like through the packages and stuff. Like all it takes is one egg for an infestation to happen. So like sometimes if he orders packages and like cardboard boxes, and they've been laying around in the warehouse for a while, maybe the cockroach laid an egg there, and then like the longer you have the package in your home, it'll incubate and then hatch and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh my god, now you just gave me a new worry, because I didn't know, and ignorance is bliss. Like, yeah. So that was quite the yap session, but that is like what's been happening with my life, really. And yeah, that is just what's been occupying my mind for the past couple days. And time is really something so precious, because I'm really hoping to get all of this resolved, at least the exterminator coming in and telling us like some sort of solution. I'm hoping to get that at least, just for peace of mind before we leave. And yeah, so that's the thing. My laundry detergent thing, that was a bummer. The cockroaches thing, that's a bummer too. But I mean, after reading a lot of like Reddit stuff, I'm starting to think like maybe I just should start accepting that this is just the reality of things. I'm not sure. Or are people just gaslighting me into thinking like this is completely normal, But all that to say, I am very much still excited for my girls trip. I planned out my outfits. We pretty much planned our entire itinerary. We're gonna have like a really fun girls day as well. Like skin treatments, color analysis. We're even doing a photo shoot, which is so fun because I've never got my pictures professionally taken other than like when you do graduation photos. But I'm like, you know what? I would love some killer photos while I'm in like this stage of my life, so that when I'm old, I have something to look back to, and it's a memory that I can cherish, I think some people might have the feeling like, oh, that's so vain, or like so like you're so full of yourself for doing that. And I get it, because you look at like famous people and they do that, they have like their pictures plastered all over their wall. But at the same time, I think on a smaller scale and done with the purpose of like just truly preserving a memory, like the essence of you during a period of time. Like how beautiful is that, right? And also in Vietnam, it's like pretty normal for people to go to Vietnam when they're visiting and take like their photos done professionally. I've never got that done. I did get family photos done, but not like personal, just one-on-one photos. So very excited. I'm nervous because I'm so camera shy, so hopefully the direction they give me will be good. But I'm hoping to show these photos with you guys when I get back, and I don't know, maybe use it as like my new profile picture for stuff. But super excited for that, and just like super excited to build memories with my girls. Like this is the one thing that I've been talking about every day because I'm just so excited about this trip, because it's the first girls trip I'm gonna be on. And yeah, so in terms of like a conclusion for the summer festival, I don't know if there will be one, because I fly out on, let's see the calendar, I fly out on July 1st, which is a Tuesday in Asia. So, oh, actually, I will have time to conclude this. Yeah, so it turns out there will be a conclusion to the summer festival, and that will be very exciting. The Switch 2 releases in Singapore on the 26th, so very soon. And that's also the EV Grove expansion. So I'm wondering, initially my plan was that I line up to get the Switch 2, but then I'm like, should I just hold back on that? Should I just wait till I get back from my trip to pick up the Switch 2? Because what's the rush, right? So yeah, that is pretty much a glimpse into what my life is looking like right now. I have to make sure I deep clean the place before I leave. I like to deep clean the place before I leave for vacation, because I like to come back to a clean home. That way I don't feel so overwhelmed, especially after going through like a long airport ride and you feel so dirty being in like recycled airplane air. But yeah, gonna deep clean the place before I leave, do some laundry, pack my stuff, and enjoy life. Hopefully along the way we also get to M20. Oh, Grand Blue Fantasy, it's Guild Wars right now, so I'm doing like solo Guild Wars because I couldn't get recruited into another guild. I'm actually like too shy to reach out to people too. Like I love watching on Twitch other Grand Blue Fantasy streamers, but I'm like lurking because I'm too shy to comment. So now I totally get it, like why maybe you guys might feel that way whenever I'm like, hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and you might be like shy to do that. Like I get it, because that's me. I watch, but I'm way too shy. I think the bravest I've been when it came to that recently for interaction was I was watching Velocity Raptor's stream, and I was like, oh my god, I should comment because I want to show support, right? So I said hello, and then he said hi back, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just a shy person. So yeah, which is funny because it's like internet, you know, you might feel like you should be braver online than offline. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just too shy to like look around to see if anyone wants to add me to their crew, especially because I'm a noob, so I'm doing Guild Wars solo. If any of you guys are playing Grand Blue Fantasy, please add me, and then maybe we could do Guild Wars together next time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little yap session catch up, what's been going on. I hope that listening to this kept you company and that it was fun. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Join us in the Discord as well if you want a good community to hang out with. Right now in our communities is mainly the Pokémon Sleep community and TCG Pocket community, but there's also other channels where you could talk about like random things, which is like really fun to look and share. Also in our YouTube, there's this community section now where you guys could post stuff, so feel free to post like short wins, random things that make you laugh. If you have questions for people, trade requests, and stuff like that too, feel free to post it there. I wasn't aware that this was a new feature. I just got an email on YouTube and they were like, you can turn on community and your viewers can post stuff. So I'm like, okay, but you have to be subscribed to post on the community wall, so there is one thing. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care, good luck, and have fun. Bye. Or people just gaslighting me.